I left you a message earlier. Hopefully we can talk.
Get in touch.
And I sent the board a letter. I'm not going to rehash that. I'm not even going to read much of my letter, quite frankly, because again, they've done a wonderful job for me.
I read your letter.
But
That's all he's doing.
I came here because I'm angry. With my child too. And you all, and you have to own this because you are the powers that be. So you are all responsible. You have the onus of this issue of coaches abusing students. And I came here because I'm trying to be hopeful. I want to be part of the solution. I want to be constructive with you all because I have another child coming up in this school district whom I'm afraid for. I wish I didn't live here. And when I moved here 10 years ago, I said, I'm in Kearsley. My kid's gonna get a great education. Never in a million years did I think I would be here in this capacity today. When I seen that video of Miss Pig's child, it was in the 11 o'clock, and I shouldn't have got on Facebook. And there it was. And I was livid all over again. I remember the incident from years prior when the football coach did this. This is too much. You all have failed. When I hear about her son being traumatized, I can understand because my daughter too. She's doing much better, by the way. But I can understand where she's coming from. And you all have to own part of that with your inaction or action, like the gentleman said. However minute, however big. This is what I think, and I only suspect. But I implore you with whatever I say. Again, I'm here to be constructive because this has to stop. You have to take a look in the mirror. You all are the ones in charge. And when you see red flags about a teacher or a coach, you don't ignore them. Ms. Pike mentioned investigations. When I reported my issue with my daughter to the athletic director, and I requested Mr. Goddard to be there as well. There was no investigation. We were there. I give my point. He gave his point. That was it. There was clear discrepancies in what was said between the coaches. Was there any follow-up? Absolutely not. There was discrepancies on how the coach described my child, much probably like Miss Pike's child, accusing him, saying things about him. And that's why the coach behaved the way they did. Any follow-up? Maybe go to other coaches and say, hey, this is what this coach said about Liliana. Is this true? Has this been your experience? Because had that been done, that would have discounted what that coach said. Had the assistant coach was in there. The coach said, because one of my issues was, he had been abusive toward my child. One of the examples had to do with playing time, not the sole issue. That was one example. He said my child wasn't good enough to start. Okay. Ask him, you mean to tell me she's not one of the better 11 players? No. Okay. My child's being actively recruited to play soccer now. She's a junior. She will be playing college ball in a couple years. When I asked the coach, she's not good enough, not better, best 11 players? Nope. The assistant coach spoke up and said, she's the best player on the team. No follow-up? No thing to ask another question? Like, does that not make sense? That doesn't make sense, really. But any follow-up? No. What come from that investigation is I was a parent griping about parenting time, or excuse me, playing time. Absolutely not. Because had that been the case, I would have been there every day, after every game, every week. I wasn't there till the end of the season. You guys have to do better investigations. You guys you have to want to know the truth.
There it is.
The other thing I'm gonna mention, because again, my counterparts have done a wonderful job today. If you all are to be professional, you're supposed to be professional. If you are all friends, you are in dual relationships, meaning the lines are blurry.
That's right.
And you're not gonna hold people accountable. You're not gonna hold your coaches accountable. You're not gonna hold your athletic director accountable. You're not gonna hold your superintendent accountable. That's the bottom line. Friendly, sure. Friends, no. And I suspect the athletic director absolutely has a dual relationship with the soccer coach. You all have permitted this to continue by your action or inaction. This wouldn't have happened to Mr. Goddard's kid. This wouldn't have happened to Dr. Boggs' child, nor that of the athletic director. Our children should be treated like those kids. That's what I expect. Again, I thought I was gonna be calmer. I think this fight got me riled up, as did the gentleman. But again, I'm here because I'm trying to be constructive.
Okay, now in my note to you today, I got your letter, and I read it, and I'm gonna sit down with Mr. Goddard, and we're gonna bring in and talk to you. But we're not gonna talk about it tonight,
I understand.
all right?
Can I say something?
You sure?
This is not to any one person, but, I said I was gonna say you're taking on the chin, part of being a board member is part of that.
Yep.
I accept that. However, I feel like we've been attacked a little too far for my liking, and it's fine. What I will say is I'm out in the community. I'm not gonna tell you everything I do for the community, the school, everything I do. I would have loved to heard from you, Ms. Garza, last year. I'm out in the community and I beg people, please come to board meetings. Please come to anything we have. Come talk to me. I'm out at every event. I've been at soccer games. I would have loved to know the problems you were having. You come to attacking the board and saying we're not here to help. We have to know. And I'm not saying that's a fault. No, I'm not. I don't want to dialogue. This is in general. I'm just telling you my feelings.
They know.
Okay, I know. I'm on the board. That's all I'm saying. Email me. I'm always out in the community. We all are. Please come talk to us. That's all I want to say. An open dialogue. This isn't a hidden agenda.
You had me. Okay. I'm here. Whatever you need.
I'm happy to stay and talk to you, but your letter the other day was the first time I've even heard of you, Ms. Garza.
And I'm here. Whatever you need, you got it. Because I want to be part of the solution.
Same here, Mrs. Garza.
And that's all I'm saying. I don't want to dialogue with one person. I'm just saying, just come talk to me. I'm out and about
you
all the
said
time.
attack. I didn't come here to attack anyone. But you are.
I'm not saying you. I didn't want to specifically say one person, so I just kept it in general.
So we're gonna get back to you, Mrs. Garza.
All right.
Your letter, every board member read it. I did get with Mr. Goddard. You picked about this next week's spring break.
It's all right.
We are gonna talk about it, we're gonna get back to you. I just don't want you to think I'm blowing you off.
No, I don't think that.
Okay, all right. Anything else, Mrs. Garza?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, is there anybody else who wants to, yes?
Yeah. The people.
Yeah, your time.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to address like we're talking here. This is,
Quick.
real quick. The people in every school district is scared to come up. And with reason beings from the stuff I've seen that has triggered me to who I am right now, it is crazy. This woman has went and did everything under the sun, Jennifer Paakey, everything under the sun. I know that she sent me all the records of it. And then you get the school resource officer that's to investigate. That's clear bias by the law. That's why we're working with the prosecutor to get that pulled. Nothing's been done until she went to the media. It didn't even get turned over to the prosecutor until the day after she went to the media. What kind of transparency is that? I'm bringing this to you guys' attention so you can address these issues. You're the professionals. This is your job. I will help you in every step of the way. That's the same thing I tell police officers. I'm not here to strip your qualified immunity and make you homeless. I'm trying to bring change and get we the people the rights we deserve. That's it.